What's up guys, today I'm going to be showing you a pattern you can use to make trap beats easier. So let's hop right into it with the melody and our BPM 160. I would say 160 plus, give or take. You can kind of go wherever you want. So for our scale, you could default to the D sharp minor, that always works, but I want to do something a little different. We could do like an E minor. Type that in real quick. So for the sound, you can use really any of these. Then we can use this one, this bell. So any sounds I'm using will link in the description. So this is the bell. Okay, let's go here. And this is going to be a 2-part pattern. So all we really need for this is to literally, this is going to be the pattern. I think we can do like, let's do 1/4. And it's going to be something like this. So this is the underlying pattern. Okay, now this is very important. Now you're probably like, well, that's easy. Well, yeah, that's the whole point. That's why I'm showing you it. So let's move these notes around, right? So now that we know the underlying pattern, let's do something dark. And you don't need to start on the actual key. But what we can do, just to not anger people that want to start on the key, we'll just end on the key. Hopefully that makes people happy. And let's just take these two, pull those up, and then we can just copy this and then pull this up. And then end back on this E, right? Okay, so this will be our underlying pattern. And then we're just gonna copy this pattern over. So we're gonna Control B this, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's listen to it, and we can add other tones if we need. And I actually think that's too much. Okay, so that is our underlying pattern. And then what we're gonna do is add something up top. Now we can just take these two, pull these up. And keep in mind, we're gonna add effects. It's gonna sound a little off. That is just the process of making beats. Nothing is gonna sound perfect when you first put down a note, right? Unless you're just playing chords and you're just like playing piano or something. But for what we're trying to make, processing is very important. So we're just gonna play this. Okay, so now it's starting to sound like something. So this is our first little pattern. We'll probably copy this over. Here, let's pull this up an octave and copy this up. And why did it go back? Boom. All right, so what we're gonna do is go ahead and add on with our last sound. So this is the sound we're using here, this lead. So next we're gonna be using this for our little second half, all right? Lastly, for our melody, we're just gonna add this little top melody with this little second part. So this is the preset I'm using. So this should be pretty easy. You can just look here and just see like, okay, we can use the F sharp or you can use the B. It's up to you as long as it's in harmony. So oh yeah, the F sharp. So I'm gonna show you the underlying rhythm right now. So this is what it should look like if we want this to work. And this is so that you have bounce later on when we add like the 808 stuff. Basically it should look very simple, or it should look slower on one bar. So you have a two bar melody. One of them should be slower, so it should just be very simple. And then the other one should be a little bit more active. So what that will look like is maybe something like this. You can even like bounce in some other notes, right? But one side should clearly look a little bit more active, right? So this will be like how it would look. Simple as that, okay? And you can flip it as well. It doesn't need to be just like that. You can flip it. So let's erase this. So now that we understand that, put this in, and then what we can do is make a chord. Oops. Make a chord, pull it over, and then if you want to use some tricks, you can pull this over, pull this up, and then you want to keep it like this. But usually I would just delete this note, right? And then you can just add whatever you like in here. And then we can just adjust this. Let's make it double it's a little bit faster. Copy it over, and then over here we can add some other notes in here. I'm gonna change this grid up to 1/2 beat, just so the notes last a little bit longer. And I'm gonna just redo it. And then we just copy it over, right? This is a fairly simple melody. We still gotta add effects, so I don't want to do too much. And then I'm gonna go ahead and steal this. Okay, we're gonna steal this and pretty much just use that over here, just so we have some progression. And what is this? It's not supposed to be there. All right, let's listen. All right, so that is the full melody. Now we're gonna move on to doing the effects, and then we'll make the beat. Now let's go over the effects real quick. So I didn't do too much. I wanted to keep this very simple so you can kind of add similar things. So I guess we can start with this one. So this is like the main melody here. And I just added a little portal preset here, and it just added some like nice frequencies to it. Okay, so this is in Mako, pitch eclipse. I use this all the time, and I just pull down the wetness a bit. So this is what it sounds like off. Not a huge difference, just giving it some texture, right? So very simple preset. So the other sounds that we had, so these layered sounds, I went ahead and I just try to throw on a halftime. So this is just our halftime, and then before that, right, not after, but before, I just added a supermassive to give it some ambience. So this is what it sounds like off, and then on. Right, big difference. And then over here, same thing, just a halftime. Okay. I'm just pan these a bit. So this is what everything sounds like together. All right, sounds a lot better now. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our beat. Now, before we start the 808 in the beat, there's some changes I want to make. So all I'm gonna do is just add more energy to this. So I'm gonna copy it over like so, and then we can put everything on bar for the melody so that it just repeats. I guess the scales won't repeat, but it should repeat now. There we go. Okay, and this will repeat as well. So what I'm gonna do is take this, and this should work with any melody that you have, because if it's in harmony now, it'll be in harmony when we do this. So I'm gonna just paste it in here, and this is to give it a little bit more energy on the second half. Okay, and we can hope that this doesn't sound terrible. Okay, I like that, turned out great. So yeah, that's just little changes that I want to make. Usually I wait till after to like make any little changes, but I want to do it in the video. But yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to the 808. Now we're gonna go ahead and start our drums. So I'm gonna try to do it all together, just so it's all in one, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. So now we're gonna do our 808. So if we look here, we got F to work with, C, B. So I'll try that F. Usually when you make beats this free, where it's not like a specific chord attached to it, sometimes the pattern can be a little weird or hard to find. So I'm not really liking it. Okay, I'm gonna run with that. I think that's a simple pattern we can use. And then I'm gonna just bar this up and we can just, I don't want to spend too much time. I want these to kind of be quick. Let's see, what can we do? I'll be honest, we don't really need the other melodies. It's already pretty smooth like this. I'm gonna just throw these in right here. And I want to add a little bit more. Let's see. I know it has some loops. Let's use this, and then we're gonna pull this over. I don't usually like do stuff like this, but I guess since we have time, let's something like this. I don't know why I did that. I did that the long way. I just want a little bit more rhythm in there. So I think that's good, but we can turn it down a lot. And then I don't know, we could just use like a little sound effects or something just to kind of, just to make the drums a little bit more lively. Let's do it's got some echo. Just turn it down and we could pan them a bit. And I'm gonna bar this up. Okay, I think that's super smooth. Definitely a nice little beat. So let's go ahead and play it. I'll close all this. We'll play with all the melodies. I'll probably just adjust it as I play it. And then I'll just show the master since we have a little bit of time. So this is just the EQ, and these are all like presets that I just use. So this is what I have here, and this isn't tuned to this, but I probably should tune it. But this is my favorite EQ, EQO. But yeah, you can just adjust it. Actually, that didn't even sound bad, but yeah, that's it. And then a distortion. And then just a soft clipper, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it. A little EQ. All right, but that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.